It was a frequent sight in the 80s and 90s, and it's continued on till today. Playoff football in the Bay Area as we welcome you to Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Tonight, it's the second game here on this Wild Card Saturday, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the San Francisco 49ers. It's the second of our two games here on this Saturday as Super Wild Card Weekend continues here on EA Sports. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Purdy going to the air right away. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 33-yard line.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
At the 50-yard line.
They go play action here. Purdy. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he is going to lose yardage here. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Get set, get set. Watch out.
Back to throw, Purdy. And he rifles one incomplete.
I don't see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Purdy sets up to throw again. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
Hey, green, yellow, 50 red, black, blue, check up, check yellow, lining. Hey, blue. Ultra, go ultra. Hut.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat. That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Yellow, go red.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
A gain of 6 yards.
4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt.
In punt formation.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Micah Parsons, the linebacker, in on the tackle.
It's now
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Outside. IT, watch out.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
Here's 3rd and 7.
Get set. IT, watch out. Yellow.
Purdy.
We'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No 1st down.
It's 4th down.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. This is taken at the 18. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
To pass, here's Jordan Love. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It'll be a gain of 5. And 3rd and 1 now. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch. but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Down. Full pitch. Block 40.
No score after one on EA Sports. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a third down coming up.
Okay, right?
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Gotta be lying.
Third down, and they're going to try the jet sweep. But he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
Packers first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Ready. Black, 95, grill green. Hut.
Working out of the gun. Love. That's complete. He finds Jaden Reed. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another nice gain. 13 yards that time and another first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run. Big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Here's Jacobs on first and 10. Fighting through. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 43 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Well, when you're a road team in the playoffs, when you're a wild card, what's the one thing you need to be able to do to stay in football games? Run the football. And that's an excellent job right there of identifying where to go and picking up good yardage.
Set, ready. 45, right. Hut.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's second and 10.
50, quick, slide through. Blaster, 6.
Slot man moves right.
Ready.
Love looking to throw it. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10.
Let's go now. Blue, go. Ready.
A first carry for Rachaad White. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Second down and 3, ball on the 7.
52 blue, snap, red. Blue striker.
Love now. This will be caught at about the 5. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to first and goal.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Ready up.
So 1st and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game.
Ultra down. 10 black, yellow.
They'll send one of those 2 tight ends in motion.
Set.
Jacobs is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Ready, go. Yellow, 40, cut.
Jacobs again. And not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. The San Francisco defense trying to hold tough again. This is 3rd and goal.
Let's go. Grip, red, 38. Red, cycle. Set, cut.
Love from the gun. He'll try to pick it up himself. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers.
We'll give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Here's Purdy. Well, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
Incomplete.
Here's Mitch Wishnowsky now.
Wishnowsky in punt formation for the 49ers.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds, back near their own 20.
23-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half. I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so you can only go so far outside. And they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man. Sammy Sideline, right?
Sammy Sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak.
Come on, set. 32. Green jack. Red, yellow. Set.
Here's Love. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll just get rid of it.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
And they still need 6 yards here on third down after the penalty.
Set, ready. 33, yellow. White, white. Cut, cut.
To throw now. Here's Love. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
First down, here's White. Dodges him at the 50. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one.
Ready, set.
Second down in the yard. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
What's your middle? Watch it, six.
First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Throwing. Love. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Let's go.
Second and 5.
It's a gain of 5.
Hand cycle.
Brings up second and 5 at the 43-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Throw out wide is incomplete. Just his second incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it, because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
For the Packer field goal. A 60-yard attempt.
The kick by McManus is good. And that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San
One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in. And in a situation like this, you're in the second half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a first down.
Next. Ready, ready. Yellow.
In motion goes the tight end.
Set, go.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Here we go, set. Ready, blue, 32. Ready.
Love, they go play action now. Short throw, he's got Kraft. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Set. Blue, black. Hut.
On 3rd and short, going with a tight end. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Green jack. Black, slice, blue. Set, hut.
Love. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Second and 10.
Trail green. Set, hut. 52 blue. Trail yellow. Edo blue. Ready.
Now Love. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Well, I think you have to forgive him just a little bit here because he's out of the pocket trying to make a play. But he rushes this throw and just wings it downfield right over the head of his wide-open receiver.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Set, ready. 45. White, white, white. Claws red.
The slot man in motion right.
Hut, hut.
Love from the gun on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 17-yard line. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 50.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. George Pickens from 17 yards out. And the Packers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip.
That's the score. Packers 10, 49ers nothing.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realize what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a three-possession game.
Get set. Yellow.
Now Purdy. And that one into the hands of Ayuk downfield. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 39 yards there, a big one.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. Brought down that time by Quay Walker.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
2nd and 6.
Get set. Yeah, you. Watch out. Up.
Purdy looking to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, they've certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. So now from half the distance closer, here's 1st and goal.
Get set.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
Purdy now to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Tries to hit Jennings, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Packers are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. A disappointing end to that drive, making it to the red zone, but they'll again, CD, wind up with nothing.
And nothing, that's been the key word, because they've had drives throughout that have finished off with nothing. Can't finish off a drive to save their lives in this game. And this one winds up again, giving them, dare I say it, nothing.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room that if you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage.
Slide blue. Blue, 32. 6. Mega. Cut.
On 2nd and 9. Love. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses, because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion forced there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
Here we go. Here we go. 53. 52.
Love, he's going to change the play here.
Steal. Check steal. All right.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. 1 quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the 4th quarter. On now is the Packers punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. And all the way down to the 5. A big play there for the Niners. 57 yards.
And the 49er first down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Well, that didn't take long. 1 play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Purdy off the play fake. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Brock Purdy, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by York is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And this a very important drive leading in the 4th quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here 1st down. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
Good push from the offensive line, and they've done well so far to build this lead. Now they've got to get things to the finish line. And that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
Come on. Ready. Yellow. 43. Ready.
Looking to throw. Love. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
10 black. Black swap.
Love will sneak it. He's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. On now is the Packers punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And this wild card game has been as good as advertised. They trail by a field goal here in the fourth, with obviously a very critical drive forthcoming as they start with a first down.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Get set. Watch out.
Throwing here, Purdy. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. Charles, he was looking for just a short throw, kept it in range for the rare linebacker pick six.
And give him full credit for his focus. He just kept the quarterback in his sights, and where he was looking to throw, he positioned himself perfectly to be there for the interception. He made the play of the game for his defense right there.
Extra point from McManus is good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
49ers 7. Brendan McManus to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A two-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Looking deep for Jennings. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 37 yards.
And the 49er first down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
It's a 10-yard loss.
Micah Parsons able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And that'll be incomplete.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
And he's got room. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
First down. 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Purdy. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
22-yard line.
Once more, Purdy looking to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Xavier McKinney. And the Packers are going to get the football back at their own 17. Well, down 2 scores in the fourth quarter. It maybe wasn't quite desperation time, but it was getting close. And that interception there on the deep ball, that probably slams the door on their chances.
And maybe that was the thought process, that it wasn't quite desperation time. So now you take the shot before they're going to lay back any farther on defense. Go ahead and throw it downfield. Unfortunately, it didn't work.
And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. And in this situation with a lead, fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1.
Check, hut. Yellow, 43.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 78 yards on the ground here for Jacobs, and this is a first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Ready. Check.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. And he had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Let's go now. Blue, 10.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
Come on, set. Red, 38. Hut.
Here's Love. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Stout to punt as he boots this one away. And that'll skip out of bounds inside the 20 at the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Purdy to throw. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice safe throw and a good one.
Just a difficult situation to be in here in the final minute. Down 2 scores. You know you need some providence from somewhere.
they're going to keep firing away till the end. But this one falls incomplete.
This definitely four-down territory at this point, but a critical third down here.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
No choice but to go. Here's fourth down now. Here's Purdy. He's got his target. That's complete.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
It's a gain of 32 yards. And the 49er first down.
Here's Purdy to throw. Now he's going to step up and run.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing so.
To throw is Purdy.
Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
This is first and 10.
The 49er.
And he'll get up and spike it with 11 seconds remaining.
A lot of pressure here for Cade York.
This to get it back to a one-score game. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10.
Well, no field goal attempts for him until the final quarter, but no hesitation on his end. He comes right out and nails his first field goal try.
And give him a lot of credit, too, because he stood there the entire ball game, but has managed to stay with it both mentally and physically. When they called on him, he was ready, and he knocked it through the posts.
They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Here we go. Set. 33. Yellow. Ready.
They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs.
The Packers are moving on as we say thanks for watching and so long.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night from Silicon Valley.